Now I know this video's been out for over a month, but David Jaffe, lead game designer for God of War and God of War 2, has absolutely lost the plot. Let's take a look at this video he made about a month ago in response to the situation at Activision-Blizzard.
What I don't want to do is make one of these soapboxy videos where I'm like, oh, righteous anger. I'm a feminist, male feminist.
When has anyone ever said these words and it's led to something good?
I'm just angry, man. Whatever. I'm not trying to make a dramatic video. I'm struggling with the words, okay? I'm struggling with the words. You have a reason, you have a right to believe people who are making videos or on TV, or they lie to you. They want you to, oh, look, I'm emotional. It's just the Activision thing, man. You know what? It was bad enough. We talked about it last week. Talked about it the day it broke. And they come out with these, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go, I'm not going to recap the Activision thing. You know what's going on. Toxic sexual harassment. Fucking poor woman took her own life, they're accusing, because of the way she was treated.
Of course it's terrible that a person took her own life, but this is an appeal to emotion. It's never been established that the reason for the suicide was directly related to the Blizzard situation. He's going to just say that anyway, because he's trying to guilt trip you.
But, you know, I'm angry because every fucking time this gets brought up, whether it's misogyny, racism, systemic racism, homophobia, anti-Semitism, anti-Muslim sentiments, everybody, usually white males. That's the fucking truth, motherfucker. White males, of which I am one.
You heard it here first, everyone. All bigots are white males. It only goes downhill from here, folks.
Deny it. It's not that bad. It's not really happening. It's isolated. I haven't seen it. Oh, Jaffe, all white people don't benefit from white privilege. Why would we teach critical race? On and on and on. Denied, and of course you want to deny it if you're a white dude. Why would you not?
Now, this is a very dishonest debate tactic known as lampshading. It's where you acknowledge a shortcoming in your argument or narrative, and then simply move on as if it doesn't mean anything or not worth addressing. Because if he is asked to address or defend this absurd statement, this is what you'd be presented with.
I'm going to show you this clip right here. This clip right here, which is, you know, famous, you may have seen it, is the problem.
I want every white person in this room who would be happy to be treated as this society in general treats our citizens, our black citizens. If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the directions. If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others.
Jesus Christ, could you come up with a bigger, more ridiculous straw man? Of course no one wants to be discriminated against. They never said it was okay for it to happen to others. But the assumption's being made that they somehow have control over how fair the world is, which they obviously do not.
Of course you want to deny it, but you know deep down it's fucking happening. And if you don't, your eyes are closed. Your eyes are closed. So when this kind of shit comes out, the apologies that inevitably, you know, pour out, and they're so, you know, what horseshit. I want to listen to your stories. I want to learn. I want to understand. I know they're just words, but it's just not okay. I'm so sorry. I was in a place of privilege. Yes, that's what you've been being told. All you motherfuckers are told this all the fucking time. And you deny it because it's convenient to deny it. Because it allows you to continue exploiting people. Because you deny it.
Now here, I honestly don't know if he's addressing Blizzard specifically or white males in general. That's how unhinged this rant is.
if you actually have to deal with it, the playing field is going to ultimately get leveled, and you are going to have to compete, and you are going to have to survive and thrive, or whatever it is you do, on your actual merits. Not the color of your skin, not the fact you got a dick and balls hanging betwixt your legs, but on your fucking merit.
I don't know what world you're living in, but I'm older than you are, and I make a whopping $32K a year. No 401k, no retirement fund. Trust me, dude. The color of my skin and the dick and balls betwixt, listen to this guy, betwixt my legs is doing absolutely nothing for me.
To some websites' credits, they're no longer going to cover Blizzard or Activision. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't know if it's going to last long, and I don't think it's going to be a blanket thing that happens across the games media, but there needs to be not just punishment for these people. They need to be gone. I don't mean canceled. I don't mean they shouldn't be able to make a living, but...
Oh, I don't want them to be canceled. I just want them gone, but not canceled. Oh, stop it. Just stop.
This idea that they just get more and more chances.
Yes, Jaffe, the rich people at the top have less accountability. Were you just born yesterday?
I'm tired of it. I mean, I'm tired. You think I'm tired of it? You think the women and the gay folks and the Muslim folks and the Jewish folks and the black folks and on and on, you think they're not tired of it? If I'm tired of it, Jesus.
Tired of what exactly? For a while now, we've had complete legal, racial, and gender equality. There's no right that I possess as a white male that every other American doesn't also have. And as far as institutional racism and sexism go, it's lower now than it's ever been in recorded history. And it continues to go down all the time. It'll never be non-existent. You know, there's this little thing about life not always being fair.
Gamers, some of y'all motherfuckers the same way. There's no misogyny, there's no racism. Really?
Oh noes! Someone called me the N-word in a Call of Duty Modern Warfare lobby. Racism is out of control, guys!
You literally have people upset because a character in a video game doesn't look as fuckable to you, talking about Horizon Forbidden West, as she used to in your opinion.
No, Jaffe, that's not it. We're literally upset because they made her look ridiculous. This is a joke. This is woke game developers making it abundantly clear how much they hate their customer base.
And that's worth you getting upset about. Her jaw's masculine. They're making changes. They're taking away my masturbatory fantasies.
Oh god, it's always with the old tired, oh, you mad because you can't jerk off, bro? Non-argument. Jaffe, listen to me very carefully. Humans are visual creatures. We respond positively to aesthetically pleasing imagery. That's why graphics are so important in the industry. AAA companies will sink millions and millions of dollars into making sure the graphics on a game are top-notch, often sacrificing frame rate to achieve it. But you already know this. You're just so full of shit.
You know, you literally have some people, this is the girlfriend's reviews, and they're getting death threats, or people fake the death threats they were getting, all because they dared say The Last of Us 2 was a great game, and Neil Druckmann retweeted it. Abby looks like a man. You killed Joel. What are you fucking 5 years old?
You want to go there? There's a YouTube channel called Trillium, who started her channel simply because she was upset about how terrible The Last of Us 2 was and wanted to talk about it. And these piece of shit Last of Us 2 stans doxed her and scared her off the internet. Luckily, she eventually made her own channel and she's doing great now. So when it comes to internet shittiness about that game, the pro stan side is 1,000 times worse than the anti side. So you can go fuck yourself with that garbage.
But so these people are serious, a lot of them. Oh, I don't want to fuck Alloy anymore. Well, who gives a shit? Gives a fucking shit. My goodness gracious.
I know this concept may be hard for you to grasp, but it's possible and very common for people to like aesthetically pleasing visuals without having anything to do with fapping.
I don't know, man. When I was a kid, right, I was raised Jewish. I'm not Jewish now. I hadn't been Jewish since I was like 7. But I was raised Jewish. And we went on a tour of all the temples once as a school or temple or whatever. And the Orthodox Jews sit the men separate from the women. And it seemed like moronically stupid at the time. Maybe they have a point.
You heard it here first. God of War developer David Jaffe wants white males to be segregated from everyone else.
If these motherfuckers are so misogynistic, they just can't help themselves from sharing a picture of a woman's vagina who went on to tragically kill herself. They can't help themselves from, sending that picture all around the goddamn Christmas party.
Here he is again, trying to draw a direct link between something someone at Blizzard did and this woman's suicide. Now, don't get me wrong, this was absolutely tragic, and if she was driven to it because of something going on at Blizzard, then of course everyone should be outraged. But again, this has never been established. But he's not going to let facts get in the way of a good narrative.
Maybe they don't need to be around women. Maybe they fucking need to, it's like, here's a great video game development house, but we don't let them mix with the ladies or the gay folks or the black folks, with the Jews. Just let them go over there. And they make some good games, that's great. But nobody talk to them. Nobody interfere, because they're fucking broken.
Now, he's talking about the heads of Blizzard, but they shouldn't say it either. Some of them have done shit wrong and should be held accountable. Others haven't done anything wrong. But Jaffe wants to lump them all in the same group and condemn them all. They are white males, after all.
Well, we need to do better. Oh, have you finally woken up? Maybe that's why it pisses me off so much. People have been saying this to white men for a very long time. I mean, you don't want to hear it. Tough shit. And look, I'm not naming names because it's not my place to name names, but it happens everywhere. Never happened at my company as far as I know, and I was always ear to the ground when I ran companies, or at least Bartlett Jones, because they were local. I'm not saying it happened to Eat, Sleep, Play. I never heard it did, but,
So what do you want, a prize? You had a couple dozen employees at Eat, Sleep, Play. It's a little bit easier to manage than a company that has thousands of employees.
The only thing that ever happened at Eat, Sleep, Play is I made a very lewd comment about. Remember this one where I said, "Oh, the PSP is like new vagina." I know, and it was dumb and it was sexist, and I apologized publicly for it. It was dumb. This is over 10 years ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it was stupid." Well, I heard one of the female employees who wasn't even around, but she read it in the press at Eat, Sleep, Play, was offended by it. And I remember I sent her, I think it was like cookies or something, and I wrote her a note and I emailed her. I forget how I communicated, but it was like, I'm really sorry. I fucked up, right?
I can't imagine being the leader of a company and having to beg one of my employees for forgiveness because I made an edgy comment.
Well, it was 10 years ago. I've gotten better because my mind's been open. I'm like, look, this shit's real. Stop acting like it's not.
Translation? He got woke.
This happens to be a good book, thank God. Stamped from the beginning. It's a whole book about systemic racism in America. And you're like, oh, it's propaganda. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's factual. It's cited.
And here it is. Good old critical race theory. Now, if you don't know what critical race theory is, here's the short version. Every white person is inherently racist and needs to do better. And forget what Martin Luther King said about judging a person by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. According to critical race theory, the content of your character is determined by the color of your skin. How can anything be more racist than that?
Just educate yourself, man. Never stop learning until it gets better, until it improves, until we're equal.
Hey Jaffe, we have complete legal equality. Hey, we did it, buddy! Why don't you go ahead and celebrate?
But you have to make justice. You have to work for this.
I don't have to do a goddamn thing. I do fine already. In my whole time on this planet, I have never done or said anything racist.
But my God, do better. I mean, don't even say you're going to do better. Just fucking do better. Open your minds when they tell you this shit is happening. Believe, possibly, just possibly, that it's happening.
Listen and believe, people. Don't trust facts and evidence.
If a goddamn game developer wants to make a woman that isn't fuckable for you and your mind, guess what? The internet's filled with porn. Go get your business done and come back and play some fucking games with the rest of us. Nobody cares. My God, what's the matter with you? Go and get a fucking girlfriend, for God's sakes. If you're that hard up, if you're that fucking affected by the fact that you don't want to fuck Alloy.
Day, Kratos. Just a bit longer.
We've reached Athens. Get your things and get out.
Now, Dave, come on. Your most famous game has a sex scene in which the player literally uses the controller to bang these women, which is awesome, but you're hardly in a position to be lecturing people about wanting to fuck in a video game.
Fuck you, motherfucker. You are complaining about not wanting to stick your penis in a goddamn fake pretend character in a video game, and you're pissed off that I can't say a goddamn fictional character's name right? Go fuck yourself. But be better. Please. My God, this is shit.
And here we go again. You can't make an actual argument to defend woke game developers who want to make games worse for political or ideological reasons to shield them from the male gaze. So you'll just revert to saying that gamers want to see beautiful characters in video games are just incels who are mad that they can't spank it. Honestly, saying that over and over again really says a lot more about you than it does about anyone else. Press F in the chat for David Jaffe, everyone. I know there's no chat. Just saying. Just a quick addendum, folks. I'm just finding a couple gems here in the comment section. Like this one right here. Reminds me of a documentary on the history of Atari. What they did in the company in the late 70s and 80s. I think the other studios just want to replicate that atmosphere behind closed doors. Yeah, they had meetings in hot tubs. Oh my fucking God, how terrible. Guess what? The women that worked there have spoken out about it in recent years. And you know what they said? Yeah, we had meetings in hot tubs and it fucking rocked. God damn it, we've regressed so much since then. You know, things were so much more cooler back in the 70s and 80s. I mean, I don't want to go all get off my lawn on you guys, but seriously, it was. Here's another one. Shouldn't you be working with the elves to make sure the presents are ready for Christmas? You said it. What is with that homeless Santa look he's got going on? I think he's shaved since then, so I think we can cut him a break on that one. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe and do that thing with the bell so you can be notified whenever a new video comes out. And until next time, no matter where you're going, there you are.